Yeah, this category makes me sad, man. I remember when we did these top 10s 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 years ago, and I was at fucking local gigs every week, and every big band that came into town I could go and see. But motherfucker, I spilled my drink, but it was empty, so I did a bell.
Doesn't matter, yeah. Did a bell.
It's the end of the year, Dave. It wouldn't be a session without it, would it? Anyway, next segment for tonight is our best live shows or gigs that we went to in 2023. I'm going to go first on this one, actually, and mine is going to be very, very short because I did not go to any gigs this year. Didn't get a chance to before the move, and then we moved, and I definitely haven't had a chance to go to any gigs since. I think the closest... No, I was going to go and see Ghost, but that didn't happen because I had a funeral to go to in Melbourne. Don't know if you're confusing that with like the closest.
No, it was before you left. I'm sure you went and saw a band.
No,
you would know, but I thought...
No, Jodie and I were talking about it. The last one I went to was Horsehead. But it's funny in a strange way. If I'm going to call this as it is, it wasn't a gig per se, but there was live music, and that was the funeral for Paul was seen from the Screaming Jets. There were some performances there, so that does, in a weird way, qualify. I flew down to Melbourne as a guest of that, which I was exceptionally honoured to be invited to. So it wasn't like an oh my goodness, it was an amazing show, but it was one of those moments that I guess that in terms of this, it's as close as I've got. For this little segment here, there was a music play, but that was a special event, which you can watch online and you'll see what I'm talking about. But the vibe in the room was something else, and it was an honour to be there. So again, thank you to Charlie and Tanya for ensuring that I was invited. There was no way I was going to miss it once that was the case. So that was a special day, even though it was a sad day. It was a very beautiful occasion.
An honour.
Yeah, a definite honour, and thankful, and will always be grateful for having the opportunity to be there. So thank you for that. It was a very, very special day. For all the heartache involved, it was wonderful to be there. That was as close as it got for me, though, when it came to seeing some live stuff. But that was a beautiful day. All right, Belle, what about you?
Well, I only went to one gig.
I reckon I know which one it is.
I reckon
it was a bonger. It was the best.
Bonger, not a banger. A bonger. Yeah.
Bonger.
It was a bonger. It was from start to finish. From start to nearly finish. It was fucking awesome. I got to see. I got to see my favourite band, which is In Flames. And I got to see North Lane, and I got to see Trivium and Parkway Drive and Megadeth, who were the last of the big four on my checklist. So I've seen them all now. It was fucking great. Slipknot were there and they played at the end, but I didn't worry about them too much. I got some food and bought some T-shirts and stuff, and
nice.
I'm sure they were good. But yeah, it was just a great day. The crowd were excellent. It was really well set up, good vibes, and I'm not going to this one because they're not bands that really. I'd probably go if I lived in or near one of the cities that it was being held at. I think Knotfest is really good value for money, actually, but there's no bands that would make me spend, ultimately $1,000 once I factor in plane tickets, concert tickets, accommodation, expenses. Yeah. But it was well worth it to go and see the lineup from this year. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. All right, Jeff, how about you?
Yeah, look, I as well, I got to see Megadeth and In Flames, which was great because I had not seen either band, and that was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed that. And that capped my big four as well. Megadeth was Anthrax, Slayer, and Metallica. I've seen them all now. Nice. And Anthrax is Anthrax. So Anthrax, Megadeth, Metallica,
Slayer.
Yeah, I've seen them all. Yep. Yeah. Yep. And so that was the cool thing. So, but my show of the year was the one that I went to most recently, which was Ghost. And while It was a bit of a jip in the sense that there were some technical difficulties, and So the band there, that Southern, what is it? Death metal. What's that?
Southeast Desert Metal.
Southeast, yeah. Southeast Desert Metal. I was looking forward to seeing them, but because you guys were like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna love them, and so I went and listened to some of their stuff. Thought, yeah, really cool. And then they couldn't play, so that was kind of sad. But seeing Ghost again, and this time as a headlining act last time, was at Download as well, and of course it was a much smaller thing. It was still pretty cool. It was in that tent thing. The one thing I remember more than anything about that was how fucking hot it was in that tent.
Still a good show, man. That was
it was still a good show though. Yeah, it was a great show. Yeah, and but so this time around, my show of the year was Ghost. So I really enjoyed it. So that's for me.
Beautiful. All right, that leaves Dave. Over to you.
Yeah, this category makes me sad, man. I remember when we did these top 10s 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 years ago, and I was at fucking local gigs every week, and every big band that came into town I could go and see. But motherfucker, I spilled my drink, but it was empty, so I did a bell.
Doesn't matter, yeah. Did a bell.
It's the end of the year, Dave. It wouldn't be a session without it, would it?
Thankfully, we're all drunk. Nothing worse than spilled alcohol.
Pick on Dave now, Jeff.
Yeah.
And Bill's changed the lighting.
No, it's just getting dark. It's just getting dark now.
Naturally.
Big window.
Yep.
Yeah. So I did get to 2 gigs this year, so I can't complain too much because they're pretty good fucking bands. One was back in January, which was Glam Fest, and we're talking about earlier. I almost crashed my fucking car because I was looking at my phone while I was at it. Anyway, Eclipse and Wednesday 13. That was a fantastic 2 hours of live music. I couldn't tell you which band was better because they were both fantastic. 2 of my all-time favorites, and being front and center for both Eclipse and Wednesday 13 was insane. Sisters Doll were fantastic that night as well, and Tough, who I never knew before, but they introduced me to that song American Hair Band, which is awesome. And then a few weeks ago with my daughter, Måneskin or Måneskin, and I cannot say enough good things about them. They were absolutely fantastic for 2 hours straight. I did the review a couple of weeks ago, and me and Jade have one coming out very soon with some live clips included. But yeah, that was a fantastic show. I can't praise them enough.
Cool.